Hey, welcome to an episode of You Love Comics. This is a YouTube show showcasing my recent comic hauls, comic speculations, and stuff from my collection. Alright, I have an awesome haul for you. This one is a lot of amazing books that I found at amazing prices at different locations. There's a whole group of books that I've never seen before in any store ever. In all my collecting comics, I've just never seen these, so that's going to be a little later on. And then just lots of amazing keys and great deals and great prices. It's an awesome haul. So do me a favor before I get into it. Smash that like button. Helps with the YouTube algorithm and assures that more people will see these videos. If you have questions, you like what you see, you want to say hi or whatever, leave a comment. I'll get back to you accordingly. You like these type of videos? Comic hauls, comic speculations, comic collections, comic mystery boxes. You just love comics. Well, guess what? You're at the right channel because this show is called You Love Comics. So do me a favor, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications. All right, let's get into this. Amazing Spider-Man 568 Variant Edition. So the deal with this book and the next bunch of books I'm going to show you is, I went to my LCS the other day. They didn't have anything new for me. They didn't have anything really new in the dial bin, but he had a box of comics that he hadn't put out yet, and he didn't price, and he's like, I'm probably just going to price these all at their cover price. And I was like, all right. So these books were all like basically $2.99 because that's what they were back then. So 568 started New Ways to Die. 569, this is a pretty big key. This is the first appearance of Anti-Venom. So that's pretty cool. There's some other like variant covers that go for a lot. I think the second print with the Anti-Venom, not anti like an ant, not ant venom, but never mind. You get the point. All right. 570, first full appearance of Anti-Venom with him also on the cover. That's pretty cool. And again, only $2.99. Plus I got a discount, and I think he might have not charged me for one, so we'll just say I paid $2.50 for all of these, just to make it clear. 571, again, part of that New Ways to Die. 572, the variant edition with this crazy David Finch bullseye cover. This one, I should have made it clear, this is an awesome Alex Ross variant cover. There were a whole bunch of variant covers that they did during this New Ways to Die storyline. And then 573, obviously this came out in 2008. This is also a variant edition done by Joe Quesada, starring Stephen Colbert. This is more based on the time when he had the Colbert Report on Daily Show. So it's more like that character he was playing. And I actually have a copy of this, but I'm glad to get another one. And again, this is a good book to get. I saw it can go for like 20 to 30 bucks, so that's awesome. And then 546, this is the start of the storyline with Dan Slott. Technically, the Free Comic Book Day is the first part of the storyline. But this, starts it all in the regular comic. I think this has the first full appearance of Mr. Negative. I think the Free Comic Book Day is like the cameo, whatever, and first Jackpot. That character was always a mess. I don't know. It was always meant to be like Mary Jane, because get it, her first appearance, she says in the last panel, hey Tiger, you hit the jackpot, she was like hot, get it, all right. And then 547, so continuing that, so that's cool. So that's it for that. Now I got some other awesome books I'm going to show you. This is from City Records, so here we go. This is this was in their dollar bin. Marvel Team Up Hulk and Kazar. So mostly Marvel Team Up was like a Spider-Man book, but every once in a while they would do a Hulk Team Up. And I think in the early period they might have done Human Torch, but the majority of this book was Spider-Man. It was always like technically the second Spider-Man book, but then when Spectacular came out, it was like the third, and then they canceled Marvel Team Up and replaced it with Web of Spider-Man. So, happy to grab this for $1. That's awesome, and it's in great condition. And look, you got Kazar, Hulk, MODOK, dinosaurs. I mean, this is comic books right here. This is awesome. I always love this cover. This is just one of the few Micronaut covers happy to get. I'm not a big Micronauts like fan or collector, but obviously I wanted issue 1. The first Captain Universe is like I think number 8. There's an awesome Man Thing one. I don't think I have Maybe I do, but it's not in the greatest condition. You know, it doesn't matter. I really like this one with Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler, I don't think you guys realize, but back in the early 80s, Nightcrawler was probably the most popular X-Men character. He made lots of appearances in different books and everything. You know, Wolverine was big, but I think Nightcrawler was the one they were pushing the most. You could correct me, you know, if you were actively buying comic books in 1981. This was pretty cool to get in the dial bin. I'll try to keep my eye out for the rest of the series. This is Bernie Wrightson's Macabre, the Masterwork series of the great comic book artists. It's from 1983, number 3. So that's pretty cool. So it's DC, but it's also Seagate. I don't really know what that is. I guess it's another publishing house, or maybe like this was their first version of Vertigo. I'm not sure. And then this one was priced at $5. But I got a 15% discount off everything, so it kind of brought everything down a little bit. So that was pretty good. I couldn't pass this one up. Man Called Nova, number 25. This is the last issue of the series. So the first series with the first appearance of Nova goes from 1 to 25. And this is a great, you know, cover for the last issue. So that's awesome. All right. And then this is from, oh, sorry, there was one more from this store. This was amazing to get at a dollar bin. Rocketeer, number 2, with the awesome Dave Stevens cover, you know, with the Rocketeer and Dave Stevens and tier art. And it also has the Missing Man by Steve Ditko. This is from Pacific Presents. But the best part, I mean, look at that in the back cover. You got the Alien Worlds with Dave Stevens. But the best part about this book is this super, well, there you go. That's why people like Dave Stevens right there. His Betty Page character. But this is like the best part of the book. And let me tell you, if that was the cover of this book would be like 10 times the price. I mean, you know, the value. But definitely worth more than $1. Now, Dave Stevens books were going for crazy money like in the spring. I think they've calmed down a bit. You know, new stuff comes out. People jump on that. Everybody's jumping on, like, you know, if it's Absolute Batman or some kind of spec or some other artist. But, you know, there's still big Dave Stevens collectors out there. Happy to grab this for just $1 or less than $1 because it's 15% off. So I guess that was 85 cents. Not bad, folks. All right. Pretty cool. Now I got a bunch of other books I'm going to show you. But before I do, I got an awesome toy that I picked up. Now, if you watch my previous video, especially like fall last year, winter, you know, early Christmas time, I got like a ton of toys. I probably bought too many. I'm going to try not to do this year. Ross had like all these crazy stuff showing up, like Marvel Legends, Black Series, Transformers, and they were at like crazy discounted price. We're like like good Marvel Legends and good Black Series figures that were like only $5.99, $5, $4. It was crazy. I was finding all kinds of amazing stuff. Oh, I got a little dust here. I should wipe that off. All right. So this is, I feel like they're starting to creep in. I've seen like people posting on TikTok other things they've been finding, so I'm going to keep my eye out for those things. So this is awesome. This is a Star Wars Empire Strikes Back special retro collection. This is like those figures where, you know, they look like the old figures and they make the package all scuffed. I'm not a big fan of it, but for only $4, this is the box. I got the best one out of all of them. The other boxes were messed up. This still has like a little bend, but that's fine. So inside of this is these carded figures. And I guess back in the day, and maybe I'm wrong about this, this is like a recreation of this. Back in the day, there was a special 2-pack sold in some stores. Maybe it was like a Sears exclusive or something. And they would do that. Like, there would be 3-packs and 2-packs. And I swore they did one of these. And it had Forlom and Zuckuss in it. So this is kind of, like I said, like a recreation of that. So that was really awesome. Just for $3.99. Definitely really cool. I think new. It sold for like $25 on Amazon. It was an exclusive somewhere. So happy to grab that. That's pretty cool. And looking forward to see what other awesome stuff they'll get. All right. This is from a different store that closed down in one location and moved to a new one, and they didn't disappoint. They put out new books. I went through their $2 bins first, and they have like $1, $2 bin. Most of them are $2, but I found some awesome things. Let's start with this. The Nasselverse? I don't know, am I saying it wrong? Nasselverse? So basically, this is kind of like a fun little, these like quirky figures and toy lines from the 80s and early 90s. So you got Power Lords, that guy, Sectors, um, Biker Mice from Mars, the Great Garloo. I never heard of that. And then RoboForce, which was this. And this was all different toy lines. And the funny thing is, I think, Marvel back in the day put out a Sectors comic and put out a Biker Mice from Mars. And DC put out a Power Lords comic. So that's kind of fun. For $2, couldn't pass it up. This is number 0. It's from Oni, I think. I don't know. This is pretty cool for just $2. I figured I'd pick this one up. Trinity is like a new character. There was another cover from this that was going for like a lot for a bit, but I figured one $7 book new. I don't know if this is the first appearance of this character. I think this is a one shot, but for just $2, this is the Sweeney Boo. But Sweeney Boo is becoming one of those artists that a lot of people are picking up their variants. Some of these people like Ginny Frazzone and Peach Momoko, they pick up. They become more desirable covers. People try to seek them out, especially, like usually they're do a lot of variant covers. So happy to grab that. I thought that was a good one for just $2. All right. Then here's another $2 book, and this is in decent condition. Betty and Veronica, number 344. Veronica, you'll get an awful sunburn if you don't use lotion. And then she says, not really, Betty. I have my own sunscreen. It's all these pervs that are staring at her. Do you get it? Look. And that's a shadow being casted, not something else. And so I will always pick up, bikini covers, any of that stuff. This goes right in the eBay store. They always sell for like $10 to $12. These things, always a good book to pick up. So happy to grab that. And then this one's pretty cool for just $2. Star Trek number 18 from Marvel. I actually didn't know what the last issue of the series was. I knew it didn't run for a long time and eventually ends up in the hands of DC. But this is the last issue of that Marvel series that starts with, I think, the movie adaptation of the first movie from was it 78 or 79? The first Star Trek movie? Maybe it's 80. I don't know. I gotta go look that up. But this is pretty cool. I'm happy to grab that. And then speaking of last issues, this is another awesome one. Sleepwalker number 33. This is the last issue of that series, so that's really cool to get. And again, only $2. And then this is, let's see, let's show this one first. Spider-Man 2099 versus Venom 2099. This is actually the first appearance of Venom 2099. There were a couple of different variants. This is the Rick Leonardi variant. Goes for a decent amount. Definitely goes for way more than $6. I did get a little discount on this, maybe like 20% off everything here. So that's pretty cool. So happy to grab this. I've been looking for this one for a while. It's not, I can't say it's my most favorite cover from Spider-Man 2099 number 35, but it was the one that was there and it was decently priced. So happy to grab that. And then this is really cool. Not in the greatest condition for just $6 plus with the discount. I couldn't pass this up. Giant Size Superstars featuring Fantastic Four, New, The Wildest Thing vs. Hulk battle of all, and wait till you find out who wins. First fabulous issue. This, what year is this from? I don't even know. Like I said, not the greatest condition. Obviously, it's got a big chip missing in the cover here. It's got a bunch of big old bends and a big little tear here. But the book is complete. Happy to grab it. I do love this cover. I think the Hulk looks kind of funny there. Who drew it? Rich and Joe. All right. Happy to grab that. That's awesome. And then this is really cool. I couldn't believe this. I found one, and then I just kept on looking. I'm like, I just grabbed them all. I was like, holy moly. This is what I was talking about earlier in the episode. So Transformers Generation 2, number 2. These were all $2 each. Transformers Generation 2, number 3. Transformers Generation number 4 with the Dinobots. So basically the comic ends at like 82, I think, or 81 is the end of that series. And it does come back with Generation 2 in like the early 90s. And you could see how, they're trying to make the arts kind of edgier a little bit. I mean, look at Grimlock here, Looks definitely more vicious here. Number 6, and these are all in really nice condition. They all range from like VF Plus to like near mint. Transformers Generation 2, number 6. Number 7. So that's awesome. They didn't have number 5. It's the only one I'm missing here. Number 8. That's awesome. Number 9, like I said, this one has like a bend going down, but still in great condition. That one's awesome. Again, this one too. I don't know why, but I don't know why. Clearly someone had it. The fact that these are in decent condition is amazing. Usually these type of books are hard to find in good condition. Transformers Generation number 10, Total War. Transformers Generation number 11, The World of Pain. Optimus Prime, Megatron, now you shall experience. I wonder if that's supposed to be Unicron. I don't know. And then I got this one, not in the $2 bin, but the fact that it was only $8, and again, I did have a 20% discount, so this thing was $6.50, right? I think so, something like that. This is the last issue of the series, and this one goes for a grip. Not like a ton of money, but I see it could go anywhere from like $40 to $80, depending on, again, who's buying it, I don't know. But I'm happy to grab this. I have number 1. That's that awesome foil cover with Optimus, but I have never seen, and I've seen number 2, and I think I've seen number 3, but I've never seen any of these other books ever in the wild. At conventions, nowhere. I'm always looking at the Transformer bins in comic stores because, I would love to find those later issues of Transformers or even the early issues if I can find them at good prices. And I've never seen this. So this is so awesome. That's a great cover. Happy to grab that. Okay, got some more awesome books, so we're not done yet. But like I said, finding these, I couldn't, like I said, this one was the most expensive, but most of these being $2 each. I was shocked because this store, honestly, that I got these from, they tend to be a little more pricier. Like if they know it's a key, they'll charge like the highest price of it. Like it doesn't even matter really what the condition is. All right, here we go. This is from another store, and that I usually like to go to. I try to go there at least once a week, depending on if I'm taking my kid to his music lesson stuff, and I always find good stuff there. And like I said, sometimes their prices are insane in a good way or a bad way, like it's either way overpriced or it's like, whoa, who priced this, and again, it works out in my favor. Hulk, $139 from like 1969 or 1970 for $2.99. This is in really nice condition. I'd say it's like a fine plus for this time period. Really nice condition. This is an iconic cover. This is not a $2.99 book, let me tell you. This is definitely one of the more expensive books of this time period. That's not really like a major key. Like I think the next issue is the first appearance of Doc Samson, not Doc Hanson. I guess he's handsome too. I don't know. Whatever. That's a more expensive book. That's a key. But this one, like, fine. I was shocked to see that for only $2.99. And I think I have a copy of this, but I think this one's an upgrade. This one was only $2.99 too, though. This thing's not in the greatest condition, but this was an amazing price. This should not have been $2.99. Green Lantern, Green Hour, number 77. This is the second issue of the beginning of Green Lantern, Green Arrow storyline. A lot of collectors, a lot of people consider this the kickoff, the 76, the kickoff of the Bronze Age. The Bronze Age, a lot of people think that starts with that first Green Lantern, Green Arrow comic at number 76. This thing, I would say, is like a VG fine. The spine's a little bit rolled, but the pages are tight. You got one little chip here, some color breaking bends, but this, even at this condition, $2.99 was a really good price on that. I mean, this is considered a key. I was shocked to find it for that cheap. So that's awesome. And then this book too, because let me tell you, they have a copy of this on their wall for $100, and it's not in that much better condition than this one I'm about to show you, which was priced at $4.99. That was in their bin. And you're not gonna believe it, but I grabbed the $4.99 one, not the $100 one. I mean, I do like a deal. Avengers 116. This is a Silver Surfer appearance. This is during that team up with the battle with the Defenders around this time period. This is early in the Defenders series. I think it's like 8, 9, and 10 or whatever Defenders, and like around this period of Avengers. Priced at only $4.99. Really nice condition. This is probably the worst part here. Just a little bit of like color rub, but mostly decent condition. Okay, there's like one color breaking bend there, but like I said, to go, I don't understand the pricing. I'm not even gonna question it. But if I see it, a copy of it is a good price, I'll pick it up. And I've been wanting to get this one for a while. I've been always passing it up. I think this is probably the best price I've ever seen this book, so happy to grab that. And speaking of a really good price, this one's the most expensive book for me in this haul, which really isn't that expensive. But I couldn't pass this one up. Thor, number 168, priced at $19.99. This thing is in really nice condition. I saw this on the wall. The only major defect in this book, it does have a subscription crease. And that is very common for books from this time period. It's very common to find a lot of Silver Age and early Bronze Age books to have a subscription crease. I'm assuming the mailman didn't give a crap one bit, folded it in half, and shoved it in the mailbox. The fact that this thing is in decent condition everywhere else, I feel like it might have gotten a press. It kind of feels like it did, which I ain't complaining. But this is an iconic cover. I think this is Jack Kirby. This is considered like the start of like Galactus's origin. It's interesting. I feel like if you notice around this time period, it's probably because Kirby was working on this and working on Fantastic Four. So a lot of storylines would continue from Fantastic Four into Thor. Like Galactus made a lot of appearances in Thor around this time period and even earlier, after his appearances in Fantastic Four. And same thing, like Warlock's first appearance, his first major true appearance is in Thor as well. So it's an interesting, there's lots of keys in here with these characters. And like I said, I love this cover. I've been wanting to get this one for a while. $19.99 is more than I want to spend on a book. That's just how I am. I like the deals. That's what I do here. I try to find books at deals, or try to make deals. You know the deal. I try to keep it real. I'm not here to brine. I don't want to waste your time. So Thor 168. Yeah, this book is awesome. I love this cover. I'm happy to grab that. So yeah, this was an awesome haul. Like finding these books, like I said, really good prices. Finding these Transformer Generation 2 books, like I said, I don't care what anyone says. You can't find them. Like they don't just show up. And I was shocked to see them for so cheap. So happy to grab those. Obviously, I love this, even though, like I said, it's not the greatest condition. Whoa, now it's not the greatest condition. Even more. It's fine, guys. So, yeah. Let me find an awesome book to end on. This was an awesome haul. So do me a favor, if you haven't done already, hit that like button. Leave a comment if you've done so already. Smash that bell. Smash that subscribe button. If you haven't done already, I see half the people that watch these videos are not subscribed. If you made it this far, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. Might as well. Clearly you like what you see in here. Smash that bell for notifications. You're going to see a previous video here. You're going to see your previous video there. You're going to smash that subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.